It has been about a month since Cat Haoshar won a gourd of the everlasting Shenzhou in Guilin, China. And since then, Cat has been having unusual dreams. Dreams that have her sitting among the empty seats inside a huge dark theater as she witnesses what seems to be a play on a proscenium stage. In this dream, Cat witnesses on stage an open grassland as the night sky dictates the background. A ginkgo tree stands center stage, with its yellow leaves falling down. At the base of the tree lies the golden shining wine gourd, the everlasting Shenzhou. A young woman, who Cat recognizes as Feng Hua Jian, enters from stage right. Feng Hua, wearing a Chinese martial arts uniform with her black hair tied in a ponytail, looked exhausted, but determined as she sees the everlasting Shenzhou.
Come on out! I know you're out here!
Out of the darkness enters a man from stage left, wearing a black cheongsam, dark bushy hair and dark round sunglasses. Cat recognizes this man as Rao Singha.
You've done well to get this far.
There you are, you monster! You have poisoned this land and poisoned the entire world! I'll win the everlasting Shenzhou from you and put a stop to your terror!
If you wanted to challenge me, all you had to do was ask. Instead, you fought through my army to get to me. Look at you. You look tired and thirsty. Do you really think you can try to kill me now in your condition? You must need a drink. Here's a gourd for you. Catch!
翻身拳头!
You smashed my gourd. Now that's not very nice.
I don't need a drink. All I need is your head!
Your move is readable.
翻身拳头!
Singha Chuantuo!
As both Rao and Feng Hua's attacks collide, a blinding flash explodes on stage, accompanied by an alarm clock which causes Cat to wake up from her dream.
Whoa. That's another scene?
December 30th, 2019, 8:30 a.m., New York, New York, United States. Cat's apartment. Cat sits up from her bed as she walks towards her desk and begins to write on her notebook with a pencil. Before she does, Cat looks at her everlasting Shenzhou that she won from Rao, placed on her desk, surrounded by a protected glass case.
Feng Hua enters stage right, exhausted but determined. Out of the darkness, Rao enters from stage left. They face off on center stage. At the base of the ginkgo tree lies the everlasting Shenzhou.
At 9:05 a.m., Henry Tian arrives in his car and parks in front of the apartment building that Cat is living in. Cat leaves the building with the luggage and backpack and hops inside Henry's car in the front passenger seat. Henry drives off into the bustling traffic.
Thanks for driving me to the airport, Henry. I know it's kind of last minute to ask, but I really appreciate it.
It's not a problem, Cat. Are you sure you want to travel to Guilin on your own?
Yeah, I've been meaning to go back and visit Feng Hua.
How are the letters going with her?
Pretty slow. I wrote that I'd planned to visit Guilin on New Year's and stay for about a month. I was worried that my letter didn't even make it. But I got a letter back a couple days ago and she agreed to meet up at Rao's place. She even told me that Rao would let me stay at his place.
That's very kind of Rao Singha.
I know Feng Hua doesn't use the internet, but I have to get her to write emails. Waiting weeks for one letter is excruciating.
Yeah, especially if it's from China.
This might sound strange, but I've been having strange dreams lately. About me sitting at a theater and watching a play with Feng Hua and Rao fighting each other on stage over the everlasting Shinjo. So, I've started writing a stage play out of it.
You're writing a play? Since when have you become a playwright?
Ever since I started having these dreams, I guess. These dreams are just compelling me to write. I did take playwriting back at school for my writing intensive, but I never really got into it up until now.
Good to see that you're putting what you learned to good use. What's the story about?
I haven't really come up with the names of all the characters yet, but the story is about a young girl in China who goes on a quest to seek the everlasting Shinjo to cure the world from a plague. Thing is, the man responsible for the plague is a powerful warlord who killed the girl's parents and stole the everlasting Shinjo from them.
So my guess is the young girl is Feng Hua, and the warlord who spread the plague is Rao?
That's what it seems like.
Are you making it into an actual stage production?
I have been thinking about it, actually. I might even ask Rao and Feng Hua if they'd want to act in my production. No one I know can fly and use magical powers like they can. And with them in the production, I'm sure we'd create something awesome. Maybe we could even be a hit on Broadway.
If they agree, cast me in your play. I'd like to be a part of it.
Oh, totally. I'd love to have you involved. But what about your dance company?
I'll do what I can to work something out. I owe you for saving my life.
You're such a pal, Henry.
Well, here we are. Good old JFK International Airport. Got everything?
Yeah. Thanks again for the ride, Henry.
Be careful out there. Call me when you arrive. And don't forget to keep your friends close.
I won't, Henry. And I'm definitely keeping my everlasting Shinjo close to me.
Kat waves goodbye to Henry as she enters John F. Kennedy International Airport. The trip took about 20 hours, but Kat finally arrived at Guilin Yangzheng International Airport. It is now December 31st, 4:45 p.m. in Guilin, China. Kat took a taxi where it arrived at the pathway that leads to Yishu Village. But Kat's focus was at the direction that leads to Rao's residence. As Kat moves onward, she could see a helicopter parked nearby on a grassland. The ginkgo tree, once bloomed with ginkgo leaves, are now without it, as two dents are present on the tree trunk. In front of Rao's house, Kat could see two men. Kat sneaks towards the bushes and hid among them to oversee the scene. Beyond the two men, Kat noticed the man himself, Rao Singha, casually working on a crossword puzzle at his porch, paying little to no attention to the two men in front of him.
3-letter word across for a hairstyle product. Gel. G-E-L. 5-letter word down for an object you can see through.
Next to him on a table is the everlasting Shenzhou.
There's Rao and the everlasting Shinjo. But who are those two guys?
Kat examined the two men. One is a blonde Caucasian man wearing a tracksuit, browsing and taking a selfie on his phone.
That blonde guy. Hey, wait! That's Barty McGuigan, the MMA fighter. Don't know who the other guy is, though. What's going on here?
The man with Barty McGuigan approaches Rao with a duffel bag. He's a Chinese man wearing a long coat and black turtleneck underneath, with an extremely smug smile on his face.
Rao Singha, it's me again, Milton Chang. I'm here once again to give you another chance to become a very rich man. And look who I have here. I have the undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Barty McGuigan. He's here to see the everlasting Shenzhou.
Yeah. Is that it over there? Looks like a golden squash, mate. It's got those little Chinese characters on it.
That's the one, Barty. Rao, this duffel bag contains enough money that will set you for life. There's 4 million yuan in this bag. If it isn't enough, I can deliver more to you. I can convert it into whatever currency you'd prefer. Name whatever price you want. Please, let me buy the everlasting Shenzhou.
Milton Chang, this is your 3rd visit now. And I will tell you for the billionth time, the answer is no.
Oh, come on, Rao. Anyone would kill for the money that's in this bag. Just let me buy the everlasting Shenzhou, and I'll go.
Hey, Milton, relax. Let me talk to this fella. Hey, mate. Milton has been telling me all about you. About how you're some legend around these parts. And he told me about you having some wine that can cure me any illness. I have to see for myself because I love to drink. Let me have a drink of that wine, eh?
No.
No? What do you mean, no? Why not?
Because you're already annoying me. You rudely take selfies at my residence without my permission, and judging from the strong smell of whiskey coming from you, I think you already had enough to drink. But if you really want to drink the everlasting Shenzhou, you gotta challenge me.
Challenge you? Who do you think you are to tell me to challenge you? Do you know who the fuck I am?
I know exactly who you are, Barty McGuigan. You're the undefeated mixed martial artist with 12 straight wins, all knockout victories. You're currently the middleweight champion of the world, as well as one of the richest sports athletes in the world.
Damn right.
You've also been arrested 2 times for assault and battery, and 5 times for reckless driving under the influence. If you weren't so rich to buy those lawyers who keep you away from doing time, you'd be in prison right now. But that's where you belong. You're a criminal, Barty McGuigan. And a crazy one at that.
Crazy, huh? Great. You see this rock I picked up, mate?
Barty! What the hell?
I came here for a drink, Milton! Not to get disrespected by some troll-haired weirdo living in the woods in China.
Here's some money, Rao. That should do more than cover the damages for your window.
Barty McGuigan, you come to my house and break my window. You dare talk about disrespect. You disrespect me for carrying the weakness that you have.
Weakness? The fuck you talking about? I have no weaknesses!
Is that so?
Barty, please relax.
Shut up! Roy, Ron, or whatever the fuck your name is. Milton's been telling me that you're a fighter. Looking at you, I'm not impressed. But I'm curious, tough guy. What is my weakness? I fucking dare you to tell me.
Rao puts his book of crossword puzzles down and begins drinking his gourd of the everlasting Shenzhou. With a big smile on his face, Rao stands up and takes out his yellow fan.
My fan and my fist will tell you instead, champ. Since you are a world champion, I will give you an opportunity to fight me. If you can beat me, you'll win a gourd of the everlasting Shenzhou.
You got a death wish? I get you even once, you're dead, mate. You understand?
Barty, listen. What you'll win is a world-changing drink that can cure anything. The money we'll make will be beyond your wildest dreams. You can retire undefeated and have no need to fight anymore.
This weirdo looks drunk. This is a fucking joke.
So, what's it gonna be?
With a wave of his fan, Rao invites Barty to an open area in front of the ginkgo tree. With a bit of annoyance, Barty follows him and takes his fighting position in front of Rao.
I'll do more than hit you once, mate. I'll smash those sunglasses along with your fucking face!
Barty fiercely strikes towards Rao, throwing various sharp jabs and solid kicks. But Rao slips and evades each and every one of them smoothly. With each swing, Barty becomes more furious.
Stay still! The hell? Did he just teleport?
I've seen Barty knock out his opponents in seconds, but Rao is slipping through his kicks and punches like they're nothing.
Barty angrily throws a 1-2 combo and misses again. As he does so, he was unaware that Rao is seeing him in slow motion. Rao suddenly throws his fan up in the air, causing Barty's eyes to be fixated on the fan. This distraction created an opening for Rao, and in doing so, Rao hits Barty with a straight punch to his jaw. As soon as Barty hits the ground face first, Rao catches his fan with his right hand.
Holy crap, Rao just knocked out Barty McGuigan with one punch! Just one punch! And with such style!
Now do you understand your weakness? Your jaw is broken. Well, you put up an effort at least. Let me fix that jaw for you so you can answer me. Drink some Shenju.
My mouth. I ain't feeling pain no more. Fuck did you do to me?
The everlasting Shenju cured your jaw that I just broke.
That was it? Milton ain't lying. The wine tastes good, mate. Let me have some more. Ow!
No touching, mate. This everlasting Shenju is protected by the divine power of the 80 mortals. Only I can touch this gourd. Anyone who tries to steal it, let alone touches it, will be vaporized by the gods above.
Oh, fuck that! Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Barty, where are you going?
Where am I going? I'm gonna go back to the heli, grab me another bottle of whiskey, and get drunk so I can forget this ever happened! I'm dreaming, I tell you. A weird fucking dream.
As Barty walks off toward the helicopter, Rao turns over to Milton, who is visibly shocked and upset. Milton looks back at him with disdain.
You really thought he was gonna beat me, did you? That's the real reason why you brought him here. Nice try, though.
With all the money I'm offering you, you would get out of this dump and live comfortably anywhere else in the world for the rest of your life. Why do you still refuse?
First off, I like my house. It's not a mansion like you have in Hong Kong, but it's a roof over my head. Secondly, the gods won't allow you to just buy it. That's not how it works. Unless you can beat me in a fight, you're not getting a gourd of the everlasting Shenju.
Bullshit. I heard the story of some American girl winning a gourd of the everlasting Shenju by just beating you in a game of rock, paper, scissors. I'm no fighter, but I can sure play a game. So how about it?
That is true. But that's because she earned the opportunity to play with me after she saved my friend's life. And she fought for someone she cared about who was very sick. So tell me, Milton, why do you want it so much? Are you fighting for someone? What exactly makes you think you've earned the right to challenge me?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Then I don't need to give you an opportunity.
Let's be partners. I won't need a gourd. You can still keep the everlasting Shenzhou, and you and I can make money and change the world.
Let me make this clear, Milton Chang. If you want a gourd of the everlasting Shenzhou, you'll need to earn it like everybody else. Until then, the answer is still no.
Like a 死酒鬼? Nobody says no to Milton Chang. Rao Singha, one way or another, I will have the everlasting Shenzhou.
Milton Chang furiously grabs a duffel bag off of the ground and walks towards a helicopter. Rao takes a drink of his everlasting Shenzhou as the helicopter starts and flies off into the blue sky.
Well, at least he left money to repair for the window. You there, hiding in the bushes. Come on out.
Hello, Rao.
Well, look who's back. You'd been peeking this whole time, Cat?
You called me Cat this time.
Want me to call you Kitty Cat again?
No. Cat is fine. But dude, I can't believe I just saw you knock out Barty McGuigan.
You know him?
Well, I've seen him on TV a lot. He's obnoxious, but he is a good fighter.
He's a good striker, but he has a glass jaw. Glass. Glass, that's it. 5-letter word for an object you can see through. Glass. G-L-A-S. S.
What was the deal with that other guy?
The other guy is Milton Chang. He's some millionaire from Hong Kong. He's been visiting me for days to try and buy a gourd of the everlasting Shenzhou. I refused, but he's been extremely persistent.
I wonder why he wants it so badly.
Who knows? Rich people are weird. How's your friend doing?
Henry? He's doing great. He's gonna be touring soon with his dance company.
So, you arrived in Guilin on your own?
Yeah, thank you for letting me stay at your place, by the way.
I did it for Fenghua. It was all for her.
I see that you still have that dent on the tree from my Hell Hip cannon. I figured you'd have it repaired with the everlasting Shenzhou by now. But I see that there's two.
When I came back from Xi'an, Fenghua showed me the dent from your Hell Hip cannon. I left it there so she can be motivated to match your power with her own hips.
So this other dent is from...
Yes. The second dent is from Fenghua.
Wow! She never told me that! Her dent is as big as mine!
Well, I guess she wanted to surprise you. Fenghua has done a variety of exercises to strengthen her hips, and was able to create her own dynamic hip attack.
Where's Fenghua now?
She's running an errand for me. She should be here soon. Ah, here she comes now.
Cat turns around and sees Fenghua, who is walking towards Rao's residence, carrying a large box. Her long, beautiful hair is now tied in a bun by a long pink ribbon. Fenghua's face beamed when she saw Cat.
Cat? Cat!
Fenghua!
It is you! You made it! Welcome back!
It's so great to see you! You look different with your hair tied up.
Yes, my hair grows very long. You came earlier than I expected.
It was still such a long flight, but I'm here. What do you got there?
Fireworks for the New Year's tonight. A friend of mine from the village bought them from Liuyang and was kind enough to give me plenty for Rao Xiansheng.
Now let's open up this box, shall we?
Wow, that's a lot of fireworks. Firecrackers, sparklers, all kinds.
We'll have plenty of fun with these tonight.
What What happened to the window, Rao Xiansheng?
Just had an angry challenger today.
You had a challenger? It's been a while since you had one.
The challenger was a world champion mixed martial artist, but Rao knocked him out with one punch. It was so incredible, Fenghua.
As expected from Rao Xiansheng. But we can't have a broken window.
No worries. I got the money to buy a new one. I'll take care of it before tonight.
Okay, good.
Who's that coming this way?
Kat noticed an elderly man running towards Rao's residence.
Rao Xingha! Rao Xingha! Rao Xingha! Ah, it's Po, the Erhu player. He's quite a runner for his age.
The Erhu player? Oh, wait a minute. You're the Erhu player that I met in the village last month.
I see you have returned, Kat Hellshire.
Oh, you remembered. Good to see you again.
You two met?
Yes, we met before I left China.
Yes. I've come here with urgency, Rao Xingha. I'm afraid I have to ask for your assistance again. Chen is now sick. Another one. This is now the 5th person this week. Chest pain and constant coughs. Could be another case of pneumonia, but something is clearly spreading. All right. Fenghua, I'm taking the Everlasting Shenzhou with me. Look after the place.
Yes, Rao Xiansheng. Something's wrong with the village. A lot of the villagers have been very sick. My mother was very sick too. Constant coughing, heavy breathing. Rao Xiansheng made her better, but a lot of people are catching it.
That sounds a lot like what Henry and I had last month. Well, at least I got my Everlasting Shenzhou to cure us immediately if we end up getting sick.
Oh, you brought it with you?
Yep. I was debating on whether to bring it with me or not, but after hearing about what's going on, I'm really glad I brought it with me.
Rao Xiansheng left cups on the porch. Want to have a drink together?
I'd love to drink with you. I'll pour for you. Rao told me that you created that dent on the tree next to mine.
Oh, I wanted to tell you myself. But yes, I created that. I'm starting to catch up to you.
Have you created your own hip attack?
Yes. I had to be careful to not buff up my lower body too much. I need to maintain my petite figure. But I invented something. I can demonstrate the attack on that tree.
Yeah, go for it.
Rao Xiansheng tells me that your hips can make even the heavens tremble. But fear can transform into fury, and the heavens can strike back. So I fly in the air with the help of the heavens, and I quickly strike down with my hips.
Wow, that was awesome!
No, that was the Heaven Hip Cannon.
Heaven Hip Cannon? I love that!
Your Hell Hip Cannon's power is destructive and chaotic. My Heaven Hip Cannon is quick and divinely sharp.
Hell Hip Cannon and Heaven Hip Cannon? There's some real potential to create a tag team move with our attacks. I'd love to continue testing our might on this tree, but that poor tree took enough damage from both of our butts.
Yes, it's about time. Let's repair it.
Okay, I'll pour my Everlasting Shenzhou on it. There we go. Now the tree is dent-free. Huh? What's that sound?
The ginkgo leaves are blooming.
Oh, wow! How cool!
Here in China, rather than saying cheers, we say "Ganbei" when we make a toast. "Ganbei" means dry cup. Let's drink in one go under the ginkgo tree until our cups are empty.
Sounds good. Here's your cup. Want to make a toast?
All right. 让我们的友谊像永恒神酒一样的永恒。Let our friendship be as everlasting as the everlasting 神酒。干杯！
Ganbei.
As Kat and Feng Hua drink under the newly bloomed ginkgo tree in Guilin, we now focus on Milton Cheng's helicopter in the sky as it rides towards the metropolis of Hong Kong at 5:40 p.m. The helicopter lands on the helipad on top of Milton's luxury home at Victoria Peak. Milton is carrying Barty, who is holding a whiskey bottle as they exit out of the helicopter.
What happened back there? It didn't happen, right?
We went out for drinks at the mainland, Barty. That's all that happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The limo's waiting for you. Watch your step.
Milton continues to help Barty and helps him enter the limo where it is parked in front of his home.
I'll see you at the party tonight, Milty! Ow! Oh, I need another drink.
As the limo drives out of the area, Milton looks on in disgust as he entered his home carrying his duffel bag. He walked towards his living room where a man in a black suit, black gloves, and a mask concealing his face casually sits on Milton's couch.
Failed to buy the everlasting Shinjiao, Milton Cheng?
Who the hell are you?
You can call me Kurokage. I'm here on behalf of a client of mine who would like to do business with you.
Get out of my house, or I'll call the authorities for trespassing.
You want the everlasting Shinjiao, right? I can get that for you.
Milton quickly takes out his gun from his coat.
I have no idea how you knew that, but I'm not gonna ask again. Get out of my house!
And immediately shoots Kurokage. However, Kurokage catches the bullet with his fingers and throws it into the barrel of Milton's gun, causing Milton to drop it. Kurokage remains silent, legs crossed and relaxed while Milton panics.
Have a seat, Milton Cheng.
Yeah, sure. I'm listening.
My client and I are aware that you want the everlasting Shinjiao, but you've been having trouble.
Have you been watching me?
We'll get the everlasting Shinjiao for you in exchange for your financial assistance in a project my client is doing.
I'm not gonna agree to do business with someone who I can't see, let alone someone who hides their face.
Kurokage takes out 3 photographs, which shows Milton interacting with a variety of shady individuals.
There have been rumors of you meeting with the triads. We have pics that confirm it. If you don't want to do business with us, these will go straight to the papers, and your involvement will be headline news throughout Hong Kong.
Blackmail now. Who are you people?
People who will bring you the everlasting Shinjiao.
Do you have any idea who has that wine?
My client and I are very aware of Rao Singha. We also are aware that the wine is protected by the divine power of the 8 immortals, but we have a solution for that.
Kurokage takes out a black slip of paper out of his suit pocket, written in Japanese.
Kami no Hakai, the divine destruction talisman. This talisman is created by my client. We will destroy the protective barrier placed on the everlasting Shinjiao. I guarantee you that at the start of the new year, I will give you not just the gourd, but Rao's gourd. But in return, I ask on behalf of my client for your financial cooperation.
Like I have a choice now. Who's your client anyway?
In due time, Milton Cheng. In due time. Hand me that bag of money you have for Rao. I'll make sure he accepts it.
Here. what you did to my gun. You're skilled. Have you thought of challenging Rao instead?
I will not play by Rao's rules.
You think you can convince Rao to take my money and just hand you the everlasting Shenzhou? He just knocked out my world champion fighter with only one punch. Rao is not normal.
As you already can tell, neither am I.
Kurokage walks and jumps over the balcony, before vanishing in midair to the further shock and fear of Milton Chang. Milton quietly looks out of his balcony, overlooking the beautiful skyline of Hong Kong. We now return to Guilin, where it is now 11:15 p.m. The window of Rao's home is repaired, as it is reflecting the fireworks that are igniting in the front yard of Rao's residence. Rao and Feng Hua look up at the fireworks as they both drink from Rao's everlasting Shenzhou, sitting nearby the ginkgo tree. Kat sits down, observing the two enjoying themselves, but images of the two fiercely battling each other runs through her mind.
Ah, these fireworks are a sight to see.
They're so beautiful, Rao Xiansheng. Oh, look over there! The village is starting their fireworks.
Probably trying to outdo us.
Hey, Kat! How do you like the fireworks?
Oh, they're incredible.
Glad to see you brought your everlasting Shenzhou, Cat. Also appreciate you fixing up my ginkgo tree. Reminds me of our battle last month. We should do it again.
Maybe next time, Rao. Right now, I just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fireworks.
Fireworks are meant to ward off evil spirits. I hope it's warding off the evil spirits that are causing the sickness.
How come you guys aren't celebrating with the other villagers?
Well, there was a time where I celebrated with the villagers, but we had an incident where someone decided to try and steal my everlasting Shenzhou, and well, you can guess what happened. A lot of the villagers ended up being hurt. Plus, I get challenges from a lot of ruffians. My presence with the everlasting Shenzhou during those festive times can put the villagers in harm's way, so it's best for me to celebrate at home.
Well, I guess that's for the best then. What about you, Feng Hua?
My mother has relatives coming from out of town every New Year's Eve. But they're always judging me and asking me why I'm not married yet. I'd rather be here with Rao Xiansheng.
Hey, Feng Hua, want to play Count the Fireworks? We both guess how many fireworks there'll be at the village by a certain time. Whoever guessed the closest amount by the agreed time wins, and makes a wish for whatever they want for the new year.
All right.
According to my watch, it is now 11:29. We'll start playing the game at 11:30, and we'll stop at 11:55. My guess will be 20.
My guess is 25 fireworks.
All right, let's begin.
Oh, my phone's ringing. It's Henry. Hey guys, I'm gonna go inside and take this call.
Go ahead.
Hello, Henry.
Hi, Kat. Are you okay? How's your trip?
Long, but I'm relaxing at Rao's place. Sorry I didn't call earlier. I was just a bit tired from the flight.
I'm glad you made it safe. Are those fireworks I'm hearing?
Oh, yeah. Rao and Feng Hua are actually playing a game involving the fireworks from the village. It's almost New Year's on this side of the world. How's it looking on your side?
It's about 11 a.m., just having a cup of coffee at a bookstore. Have you told them about your play yet?
Not yet, but I will when I'm ready to tell them.
Witnessed any crazy incidents over there?
Actually, I have. I saw Rao knock out Barty McGuigan.
Barty McGuigan? Isn't he that crazy MMA guy on the news who got arrested for beating up a fan trying to take a selfie with him?
Yep, that's the one. Same guy. Barty broke his window, so Rao broke his jaw. Then he cured him with the everlasting Shinjo. Barty freaked out and left.
That does sound crazy. What's he doing in China anyway?
He was with this millionaire from Hong Kong who wanted to buy a gourd of the everlasting Shinjo. Rao turned him down, but he looked like he really wanted it. It's kind of concerning, actually.
You didn't get involved, did you?
No, I just watched. But that's not all. The erhu player came by Rao's house and said that a lot of people in the village have been getting really sick. The symptoms that they had are similar to what you had.
That's very strange. I hope it wasn't too contagious when we were there.
Rao took care of them with the everlasting Shinjo, but it seems more and more people are getting sick.
Well, at least you have your everlasting Shinjo to take care of you if you get sick. Oh, I have another call coming in.
That's all right. I'll leave you be. Thanks for checking up on me.
Stay out of trouble out there. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Henry. Oh, jeez, that was loud. Huh?
During her phone conversation with Henry, Kat had no clue that the huge explosion she had just heard came from a huge fight transpiring in the front yard. Several minutes earlier, while Kat was on her phone, Rao and Feng Hua continued playing Count the Fireworks. They are distant from the everlasting Shinjo, which sits at the base of the ginkgo tree.
We are already past 20 fireworks, Rao Xiansheng. That means I win, right?
Seems so. Let me look at the time.
It's time for you to hand over the everlasting Shinjo, Rao Singha.
Rao and Feng Hua spot Kurokage, who was standing on the tree branch carrying Milton's duffel bag of money before jumping and landing on the front yard.
Who are you?
I am here on behalf of Milton Cheng to deliver you his money in exchange for your everlasting Shinjo.
Milton Chang sent you? Tell Milton to take that bag and shove it. I already said no.
Milton Cheng does not take no for an answer. You know that. This bag is a bit heavy, and I don't plan on bringing it back. Where's the everlasting Shinjo? Ah, there it is.
Stay back, you fool! You'll be vaporized if you touch it!
Kurokage reveals the Kamino Hakai talisman and sticks it on to the everlasting Shinjo.
What the? What did you do?
This is a special talisman that destroys the so-called divine protection of the 8 immortals, Rao Singha. And as you can see, I'm touching it with no problem. Oishi. Now that's good.
The gods aren't doing anything, Rao Xiansheng.
That's impossible.
Oh, it's very possible. Well, the money's right there on the floor. Enjoy.
You're not going anywhere. Huh? He can teleport?
Rao sees Kurokage teleporting in front of Feng Hua and spits the wine out of his mouth to Feng Hua's face.
Feng Hua!
You're quick, Rao. But I'm as quick as your shadow. Blinding blast!
A blinding white energy blast sends Rao flying across the yard and falls into the Lijiang River. As the smoke cleared, Kurokage along with the everlasting Shinjo are nowhere in sight. Kat arrives outside to see Feng Hua sitting on the ground near the river trying to clear her face.
Feng Hua? Feng Hua! Oh my god, what happened?
Rao emerges from the river, clutching his abdomen, looking around for Kurokage before spotting Feng Hua.
Feng Hua, are you okay? Can you see?
I'm alright, Rao Xiansheng. My vision is clear now.
Damn it. He got away. My abdomen.
Rao Xiansheng, you're hurt.
Must have been from the blast.
What happened to you guys?
A masked man took the everlasting Shenzhou.
Someone stole the everlasting Shinjo? How? Where are the gods?
Good question.
Hold on. I'll get my everlasting Shinjo. Here, Rao. You can touch it, right?
Give it here. Refreshing.
Looks like everyone is okay now.
He left us with that bag.
This duffel bag? Whoa. It's money. A lot of money. Rao, could this be from...
Milton Chang. That little bastard.
A new set of fireworks explode. Kat checks her phone and sees the time.
Well, it's midnight. Happy New Year. Hooray.
It is now January 1st, 2020. The start of a brand new decade. We return now to Hong Kong at Milton Cheng's mansion at Victoria Peak. It is now 2:05 a.m. Milton's New Year's party is near its end as Milton heads upstairs to his office, where he was briefly frightened at the sight of Kurokage, waiting for him as the everlasting Shenzhou with the talisman stuck on it is on the table.
Enjoying your party, Milton?
You did it?
Rao Singha was a bit stubborn, but he has gotten his payment. And you have the everlasting Shinjo.
I can't believe it. Show me that it's real.
All right.
Kurokage takes out a needle and swiftly throws it to Milton's neck. Causing Milton to fall and shake on the floor. Kurokage stands up and begins to walk over to Milton, holding the everlasting Shenzhou.
The needle touches a pressure point while spreading poison through the nervous system. There are other remedies to cure it, but you will already be dead by the time a cure is made. Luckily for you, you have the everlasting Shinjo.
Kurokage pours the gourd in Milton's mouth. Milton stops shaking and immediately sits back up.
Wow. Wow.
As long as this talisman is placed, anyone can touch it. Here.
It's mine. Oh, it's all mine.
Now, we have a deal, right?
Damn right we do. Let's drink on it. To the start of a great business relationship. At the start of a brand new year. 新年快樂. Happy New Year.
新年快樂.
We return now to Rao's residence in Guilin, where it is now 6:02 a.m. Dry from the river with different clothes and his sunglasses shining from the morning sun, Rao sits in a Buddha position, meditating under the ginkgo tree as Kat and Fenghua look on.
Rao's been meditating for hours now.
He's contacting the 8 immortals through meditation in the celestial realm.
Has to be one long chat. Now, let's see.
What are you doing, Kat?
Just scrolling through my phone to see if Milton Chang has a social media page or something. And yep, he sure does. Look, this is his latest post on his IG page from last night. Looks like a selfie photo at some party, see?
So he's the one who sent that masked man to steal the everlasting Shenzhou.
Yep, partying it up while he sent a goon to attack you guys and steal the everlasting Shinjo. What an asshole. Huh.
What is it?
He posted an audition for dancers. He's welcoming female dancers throughout China to audition for a dance concert to celebrate the Chinese New Year on the 25th. The audition is on the 4th.
A dance audition. Why would he post that up?
Hey, look! Rao's moving.
Rao Xiansheng, what did they tell you?
It was a talisman. A talisman filled with strong, dark magic that the masked man placed on the everlasting Shenzhou. It was powerful enough to ward off the gods. They couldn't do anything.
So... now what?
I'm going to Hong Kong. I'm returning the money to Milton Cheng and get my everlasting Shenzhou back.
Let me accompany you, Rao Xiansheng.
I need you to stay with Kat and look after the place. I can take care of this alone.
I owe my life to you and the everlasting Shenzhou. Please, I want to help you. And also, I want to find that man who spit at my face and put him in his place.
I have a score to settle with that masked man myself. I'm not finished with him.
Rao, if it's any consolation, you can have my everlasting Shenzhou. I never wanted it for myself, and it's basically yours anyway, since you created the gourd for me.
The gourd that the masked man took is the Holy Gourd. Its magic allows me to create more gourds. That's the gourd I need to keep the villagers healthy. The one you have is simply a copy.
Well, let me join you then.
Kat, you're on vacation. You don't need to get involved.
Henry told me something that you told him when you cured him. Keep your friends close. If I was still outside with you guys last night, maybe that guy wouldn't have escaped with the everlasting Shenzhou. I can help you. If we stay close and work together, we can get your gourd back. I can even help pay for the trip.
Please, Rao Xiansheng. I would love Kat to come with us. Her everlasting Shenzhou can be very useful.
Yeah, and besides, I've always wanted to see Hong Kong.
Despite the current circumstances, the gods have blessed me with such fearless women. Fanghua, contact Po and tell him to meet me here at the residence. I'll need him to look after the place. And tell him to bring his erhu.
Yes, Rao Xiansheng.
Kat, arrange the trip to Hong Kong. A trip for 3.
Will do.
And around 9 a.m., Rao, Kat, and Fanghua packed their bags to prepare for their trip to Hong Kong. Po, the erhu player, arrives at Rao's residence with his erhu and confronts Rao.
I am honored that you have assigned me to look after your home, Rao Singha. You've been a trusted confidant, Po. And we also need someone to play us out when we leave. It'll be my honor. Fanghua told me what happened. I never thought that the everlasting Shenzhou's protection can be broken. A talisman was responsible? Yes. I'll get to the bottom of what that talisman is.
Kat and I will help Rao Xiansheng get the everlasting Shenzhou back.
That's right.
I'm confident that you 3 will retrieve the everlasting Shenzhou. If anyone else gets sick in the village, I used Kat's everlasting Shenzhou to pour it into 10 smaller gourds. But they are limited. Use them when absolutely necessary. Yes, I'll see to it that they are used wisely.
Our train to Hong Kong leaves in about an hour. We should get going.
I shall now play you a song, wishing you all safe travels.
What a beautiful sound.
Come back safely. We will. Thank you. Keep my house clean when we come back. Let's go.
再见, Po.
Goodbye.
Wait. Cat Hellshire.
Yeah?
Your everlasting Shenzhou. I told you it was destiny, did I?
You did.
The Erhu player Po smiled at Cat, while Cat smiled back at him before walking away to rejoin Rao and Fenghua.
That masked man ruined our game last night, Rao Xiansheng. I'll make him pay next time I see him.
Well, you were winning the game anyway, Fenghua. You can make your wish right now if you want.
My wish.
Hey, wait for me, you guys!
My wish already came true, Rao Xiansheng.
And so, on January 1st, 2020, Rao Singha, Cat Hellshire, and Fenghua Xian walk off together towards Hong Kong, and towards an era that will change the world. Can they find Milton Cheng and retrieve back Rao's everlasting Shenzhou? And what exactly are the true motives of the masked man named Kurokage? Tune in next time on Everlasting Shenzhou.